in one of the sections, and then it lives in the courses and it lives in their portals, and they open it in the courses section, it is not going to replicate in their portals. They would have to,
No.
it's
Unless
different.
you copy the course and then you assign that same course some other program. So this is like two different things. Creating a course does not affect any of your clients' progress until you make them enroll that new course. So if you copy, it will be just like copying the template, and then you can do whatever change you want to do. And then when you create a new program, invite some other members and assign that, like make this course available for this particular program, then people will get their copies of worksheets if the course has worksheets, and also tasks, all the other accountability tools that we have inside courses.
Okay.
But I will get into other details, and maybe it will be helpful when you see it live. So usually for me, it's working that way. It works that way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Welcome, Annalisa. So sorry.
Annalise. Yeah, that's good.
Annalise. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining. We will wait another 2 minutes, and if no one joins, I'll just jump into details and explain to you all the new features and upcoming features, hopefully. Usually this goes just like 40, 50 minutes, but if you have, at the end, we have Q&A session, so if you have any questions at the end, I am available another 20 minutes to answer all your questions. And we have a very busy day today, as usual. And I'll share this recording on YouTube. So if you need to leave the middle of the call or anytime, that's like you have something to do, feel free. You will get access to this call later as well. I think it's good to start. It's 3 of us today. Perfect. And let me just share my screen and jump into our agenda. Then we'll take it there. All right, so I will organize the screen. Okay. By the way, please feel free to interrupt me if you have any questions, if something looks off, or if you're curious about something, just ping me. Or if you are okay, you can also chat. Check time to time. I will do it. And yeah, I think that's all. So today's agenda, as Alexa mentioned, asked about it, we will start with copying a course, modules and lessons, and what does it mean for you. And then I'll also show you around with the new course page. We now have new look and also new filters and sorting functionalities. And also we introduced some enhancement on offers about limitations. And finally, I will talk about a new image display enhancement. Now, upcoach actually handling image processing much better than compared to before. James, welcome. We just started, so you don't miss anything. And I'll start with the course page, then slowly move into course copying courses, okay? So this is our new look, and get used to it because this is also coming for other pages. It's not just look change, it's also introducing filtering based on which page you are in. There will be different type of filters, filtering capacities. I think this will be very handy, especially for the coaches with us for a long time, because like we know that when you stay with upcoach like 6 months, 8 months, and then a year, and then 2 years, of course you have like lots of courses, lots of worksheets, lots of clients. So filtering and sorting really become very important aspect of managing your assets. So that's finally here. Today we are talking about courses, but at the end of this call, I will share upcoming features. So this is an heads up. This is also coming for clients page, programs page, and smart documents page very, very soon. And For courses, we have only one filter, which is drip type. And when you use it, you can switch between different drip types that your courses might have. Here you can see automatic delivery. You can add subfaces, remove this one. You can have like two different filters at the same time. This UX and this flow will be same for all the pages that we will introduce very soon. So that's very straightforward. I'll jump into sorting part. By default, it's last created course. But if you want to change it, like you can use last updated, you can use alphabetic order, and you can get back to last created. So whenever you leave this page and then come back, this will like reset all the filters. And if you have any search, this will reset as well. But you're always like free to change it whenever you like to. Search already was there, but still it's good to show. Let's say you search for deliver. This will bring you course. We search based on course name, and it will find you a course that's like has deliver in it in the name. It's also very handy. So you can remove search from here. You can remove filters from here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We didn't touch progress report yet, but this is also something we are working on the site. A lot more reporting capacities coming very soon, probably before the year end. So here you have a course progress report. This is based on completed lessons. So if you have only 2 lessons and your client complete one of them, that you will see here 50% progress. And both of the lessons completed, then you will see here 100% progress. And other than that, in many cases, of course, this new course tree can be sitting inside different programs. So you can create a course and you can use it multiple times. In that case, you can just switch between programs. It's here in the drop-down menu, and you can see it program by program. Okay, program A, okay, I have just 5 clients here, and then program B, I only have 1 client. So it's easier to find clients and their progresses. That's it. And any questions about this new UI, new look and filtering and sorting? If not, jump into next item, which is Course Designer. Also another enhancement on the courses end, and this is before for the new users, new coaches. Before you have to switch between like when you click on the lesson and then this part here is become visible. It was like not the best UX, I would say. Now it's always here, always visible. All you need to do is switching between lessons, and then you'll have your tools here ready to use. You don't have to care about like where I am, or switching between lessons are now much more easier compared to before. This is also very straightforward. I will repeat myself, I'm sorry, but any other questions about this? Okay, there's a message. Love that. Me too. Thanks, Jim. And finally, copying, duplicating a course. So this is first step towards like this is for us. This is 2-stage improvement. First one is duplicating a course, copying a course, and then second one will be copying lessons within a course, which is coming very soon as well. So this part here, let's say you have this productivity powerhouse course, okay, and you want to make a copy, but you don't want to just copy all of it. You want to copy part of it, okay? Let's say this is a very long course, has like lots of modules, lots of lessons in it, and you have something on your mind. You want to create a micro course, taking it from this big course, and then you will create 2-3 different micro courses with the same content. And that time, like this is very handy. So simply you just switch from duplicate, which is a default, to select modules and lessons. And as you can see, you can just expand to see lessons inside a module, or you can just go and select module. This will select all lessons inside of it. And if you choose, I'll choose like lesson 2 from module 1. I will only have also lesson 1 from module 4. Okay, so I have full module 2, lesson 2 from module 1, and lesson 1 from module 4. So when I copy, This will only copy these lessons and modules, as you can see on the left-hand side, and you don't need to care about the rest. Okay, you can take it from here if you need to customization, or you will maybe will add some other new modules, but you want to use some other parts from some other course. So this is very handy when working with courses. The next thing we will introduce, I will get into details later, but you will see next to add new lesson button, you will start seeing select lessons button also. And when you click on it, you will see very similar functionality where you can find courses and then select some modules or lessons. And then this time, this will embed selected modules and courses into this course that you are working on. Okay, that's another thing. And that's all about courses. James, go ahead.
Yeah. So when you copy, that creates a separate new. So any changes in one doesn't change the other. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Will there eventually be the option to have like a master lesson that if you make changes in the one, it'll make changes in the other?
To be honest, that's not something we are considering today.
Okay.
But interesting case. But as far as I like all my conversation with course heavy clients of us, it's like rarely the case because always they want to do like something different or some adjustments. But yeah, let me think about it. It's an interesting proposal.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Next item on our list, some offer improvement. For the one who use it, it's very handy, I would say. So basically, I don't have a demo account today for offers. Sorry for that. I'll just show you screenshots, design files, but it's very straightforward. I think you'll be okay. So now when you're creating a new offer, you will see this advanced settings section. This is only for pro users. So basic plan users will not get access. And when you expand it, you'll have options of available for the first 10 sales or available before this particular date. Okay, that's the first part. This product access will come later. Today we are talking about offer limitation here, okay, for the first part. So you can simply limit the number of sales. You can limit the when the last day of the sales. So how this will work when you introduce those two, you will start seeing sales limit reach, and you will start seeing a slash and total number of sales and also limitation on your admin area. Okay, so it will be very easy to follow. And when you see it's like reached sales limit reached, you always have option to go and update your offer. So you see, oh, this offer is really selling very good. And then you can go there, you can make it like from 30 to 50 and then keep selling. Or you can just duplicate and start a new campaign. That's all up to you. And very soon we will also introduce, as I explain here shortly, product access. This will allow you to okay, this offer is available today. I start selling, but the program will start 2 months later or 3 weeks later. Okay, this is another use case. So that's also coming very soon. And another thing, when a sales reach the and expired, let's say, your clients will keep seeing, we are not gonna kill your checkout page unless you delete the offer. You can do it. But otherwise, we will keep it because it's good for marketing. So only your clients will see, hey, this store is no longer available. Okay. And then they can reach out to you to ask why or ask for can I get into, etc. in an ideal scenario, right? So available until would be better terminology than available before. Might be. Okay. I'll think about it. Thanks, James. So I don't get that one. Is a great deal.
That's the price of this cohort offer.
Oh,
42,200.
yeah.
That's a
Sorry,
great deal.
I didn't even notice. Yeah, this is me selling my 1 hour. All right. What else? So next thing in my list is enhancement on image blocks all around the editors. Probably for the new users, this is like they don't aware that's like that was very broken before. So when you upload a very like vertical image and it's very long, and then upcoach can't handle it. We just put it there as it is, so it just like break all your flow and design. Now we have a limitation there for vertical images, so you will always see the maximum height that we predefined maximum height, and also you have option of let me just go here, image alignment sometimes can be handy. You can just like align this vertical image to left or right based on your program design. And also this is like we also handle when there's 2 images, when there's 3 images, it's very well, like working very like as expected. And alignment only possible when you have a single image, of course. Okay, and that's it for the new updates. And if you don't have any questions, is this also the workflow inside of the course editor? Yes, James. This is true for all editors that you use ImageBlock. Okay. Usually we do it that way. Yeah, Alexa, go ahead. Sorry.
And I don't know if you can hear me well because my neighbor is tearing down a wall and they're loud in here. So
no, I can hear you very well.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know how to use it, but every time we usually do like a lever bar, so it would be images. And once you click on it, you can zoom in. So it's just like if the image is not very big, you cannot zoom in. Is this like a user error or is just not available?
I think you're talking about, as far as I can catch. So when you you have this zoom option here, and when you click on it, you just have a full.
It will open in the size that we have, like the size that it was uploaded, but you cannot zoom in. Like, let's say that I really want to see the detail in the airplane, I cannot zoom in.
Okay, no, we don't have zoom in here. No, we don't have zoom in here. If that's what you're asking.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that might be very handy too. I can see that. Like if you upload a graph or like a document with details, and then you might need it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Imre, are you on a Mac?
Yes.
An Apple? Try holding down Command and plus and see what that does.
Oh, I can do it like this. I don't need to like I have my touchpad here, so I can zoom in.
Okay,
That's if you I can zoom in easily. But this is of course not for like you cannot tell just like your clients, and they might be like not heavy users. So
they are not very tech.
Yeah, they're not very tech heavy, right? So analyze what you said, like make perfect sense for me. Let me think about it. I'll just like take a note, add it to our feature requests. So that's it. Any other questions? Then I'll jump into upcoming features.
Well, I have a question, but it's regarding the courses. So I don't know if we should finish and then I ask, or if
you can just go ahead. Yeah, you can ask right now.
Okay, so I was thinking, you have like the course, and then you duplicate it, and then with different lessons. But then you want to make, since as James was suggesting or asking if there was a way to make changes in a master, but then you make a change in the first course, and one of the lessons in that course you want to change also in the other duplicates that you made. So is it possible to just copy that lesson that you changed and add it to the other courses? Or do you have to, or what would be the
Not today. We don't have masters, as I answered for James, but this is coming very soon, what you're asking. So you will able to, let's say like you create course A, or you're creating course A, but you also have course B. You want a lesson from course B. You just want copy that lesson and put it to course A, right? Okay, this is coming very soon in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so the feature that it says add new lesson is only for completely new lessons right now. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, whatever you will copy will be only like within a totally new course. So you don't need to care about other members that's like running through some other course that you already have. So they will like affect each other.
Okay. Thank you.
So good. Then
I've got a question about this image block. So sometimes I want to have like 2 rows of images kind of all in one, but when I do that, then it makes it look like 2 separate sections. It might be, I don't know how difficult it would be, but if you go back into those to the editor for the photo, and if there was a way to like put how many rows you want, so like you could say 2 rows of 3, so that would be 6 photos, and then it would just add row underneath it. And then also, let's say you have 2 rows of 3, but you only have 5 images. What happens when I don't like what you have right now? Please upload an image. If you go back to where it shows, what does it look like? If you go back to the actual program without uploading something in there.
Oh, okay.
Like, is there a way just for that to be blank?
Yeah, this is just for like, yeah, placeholder, because you
But
want to edit, but we want to show you like, hey, you forgot to add this. That's why it's there.
yeah, I wonder if it would be good. It'd be good for that in the editor, but when it's in live, if
program.
it was just blank, that way it might make sense. Like maybe I only want something on the left and on the right, but keep the middle not there. That I've run into that when I've been trying to design some different things that I just wish that it didn't show up.
Yeah, I see. I see. Let me take a note.
But yeah, adding rows, so like you could set how many columns you want, but also being able to put how many rows. That way it's all just in that same block.
Yeah. As usual, I can't promise if we are going to like edit soon or not, but definitely it will be on our feature request list.
You know me, I'm just naturally a squeaky wheel.
Any other questions? All right, then let me take you to inside of upcoach product team. So what's coming next? One thing, you'll see wireframes, okay? So this is for coaching programs and program templates. So you will keep like slowly, this left navigation will be very simple. Okay, we're just like gathering all these things on main titles. So it will be easier to navigate between pages, hopefully. So you will have all these functions that you already have. You'll also have some new filters for program pages. This is coming very soon. And also we will introduce some new quick actions here. So when you hover over the row, you will see visit and edit options just on top of the row, which is like easier to access. And what else I need to show you guys is maybe like sorting is last updating and alphabetical. And for filters, you will able to filter one-on-one, group, and no member. Okay. So what we will do, if this program only has 1 coach and 1 member, we will consider it's a one-on-one. Okay. If this program has like multiple members and 1 coach or 2 coach, 3 coach, this will be group cohort, and no member is no member. And you'll have a client filter. You will have an offer filter if you connect with your Stripe. And that's it for programs. I'll be quick and get back to here. Another thing is to templates tab, no need to mention, but maybe clients page. Those are not even designed yet, so I'm showing you exact PRDs that we have for our technical team. So that's new look. Most likely this is a wireframe, but probably final design will be very similar. So you will have a status active filter as default and always visible. So you can switch between activate and deactivated clients easily, and you will have other filters. I will get there. Also, you'll always see how many active clients that you have, and this new look. And let me go to, like, this is where we are heading for the left navigation. Okay. And all right, so let me get you here. Yeah, this is new menu items. We will make accessing change passwords, make it easier. We will make going to CRM easier. We will also introduce a new search capacity, but this is still technically like investigating. Name, surname, and email will be searchable. And for sorting, you will have last seen, first seen, and lifetime spent if you connect your Stripe. So those two here is very, very new. And also, what else? Okay, filters, you will have new options like invitation status. So let's say you created 50 clients in a row, and then you want to see how many of them still like pending or expired, etc. It will be easier for you to understand when you are working too many clients at the same time. And also, we will show you a client activation filter, so you can see never seen before kind of differentiation between your clients. Also, bulk actions will be there, bulk operations. You can select multiple clients and deactivate them, add them to a program. We will very soon introduce more functionality here that you can do like just with one single click. And yeah, Kanban board is Kanban board. We're not touching there today, and that's it. Anything else regarding the client's new upcoming clients page? All right. Okay, what
Well,
else?
What?
just
Go ahead.
Yeah, Alex.
well, I have just one question. You were saying that you're going to change the layout of the programs with pages as well?
No, we are going to change layout of the programs here. Let me show you. It's maybe not ready. Okay, it's here. So we will just change the admin area, not the programs itself. Okay, so this is
Okay,
our,
so in the portals, we can create pages, right?
yes,
For the
that's,
section
yeah,
instead of scrolling
yes.
down. And that is not yet possible in the admin area to have pages instead of scrolling down.
Not sure if I get it. So you mean
Um,
for
when
admin
you go,
purpose or?
yeah, so you don't go scrolling down, you just go to the pages the same way you do in portals, that you can create, instead of scrolling down to all the features for the clients. Now now it's possible to create a page and you put programs, this page, add another page in the portals, and you add coaching sessions or whatever section, smart dogs, etc.
Maybe.
Instead of scrolling down. So that's not possible in the admin area yet.
No,
Or no.
let me just clarify this if I understand you. So in a program, let's say you have different pages and you have different places, like you have a design. So when you want to add a course or a task, you have to go find the task block and then add a task, right? So that's it. Like that's like what you're complaining about, navigation between different part of your program, or it's something else? Maybe I don't
Well,
get it very well.
not complaining. I just wanted to understand if there would be that same feature that happens in the portals.
Uh-huh.
I guess it changed somewhere in March, or I don't remember when, that you can create pages instead of scrolling down. I was wondering if that would happen, if it would happen also in the admin area, in the programs, events, instead of scrolling down.
Mm.
No, no, don't worry.
No worries, no worries. To be honest, we don't have like anything on mind like for this right now, but let us discover. I don't know if how this can be helpful. And when I use complain, just remember English is my second language, so it's just like pop up my mind. Complain is complain. I don't always meant like what I say. Okay.
If I can just my 2 cents on the topic, if I understand well what you wanted to, I think in our program we do it because we only have 2 programs and then stuff within. So we don't have everything in the same page and then we just scroll down forever. We have some things in the main page, that's our home page. And then we have, for example, the calendar and call recordings. Once you click on it, it will open a different page in the main area. So I don't know if that's what you wanted to do, but if that's what it is, it's possible. So, because then you'll get out of the main page with everything. There are some things that you just scroll down, but some things you can create the link in the list on the left. And
Yeah.
then when you click on it, we will open just that thing that you clicked on.
Yeah, thank you. Without thinking, I asked about that, but I was thinking about the templates. Now that you mentioned, thank you, Annelise, that you mentioned that, I was thinking about the templates, if it's possible to create pages in a template. So, because I create the portals and then I wanted to have the templates already with all the pages instead of going to every
Okay.
portal and you create them. Yeah, that
Okay.
was, sorry.
No. It's okay. I think so. We have here templates, and it doesn't have the pages capacity. That's what you're asking, I guess. Yeah. No, I think I'm not sure yet. This is something we also talk about. Not sure yet if this recent development will ever come to templates, program templates, or
Okay.
maybe we will take another way, which is like possible today as well. So let's say you have this program productivity powerhouse here, and if you go and duplicate this, okay, and let's say like this is XX. And this will comes with exact same pages and structure. Okay. So you don't need a template for this. The template is only makes sense when you need a master template. That's like single source of truth or only one template that can rule all the others, that when you change, let's say, structure, and it will change 10 other program structure. But we will probably never introduce it. Not sure yet, but I think so. But duplicating will solve your problem already. Like,
Okay.
because
Yeah, because I see that it has their add a new page.
yeah.
And then
So when you duplicate, it just duplicate all the schema of the program, including pages. Only remove behind any client content, etc. Those are not moving to the new program. This is just like totally new. You can just add a new client here, for example, and they will just like have a clean, empty new program. Only the schema will be the same.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Annalisa. Thank you so much. It's like very helpful. So James, you have a question. You have this questions for ages. I know it. So
What's that?
this is like, yeah, you have this question for ages. I know it. I said, like, I know that
Yeah,
question.
I was just saying when you automatically are switching it out to one-on-ones and one-on-one group, sometimes I have a husband and wife. It's still technically a one-on-one program, but so there might be some confusion with that. That's probably not a giant deal, but just something to think about.
Yeah, I know. We think like there are cases. This could be happen. What you said, like, oh, okay, that's not a one-on-one. Actually, this is like, this is not a group coaching. This is still one-on-one, but it's just 3 of us. But that's like just a terminology, and I think it's very rare. So I think we'll be fine, and it will be useful for masses. And also in your situation, like having two members inside one-on-one. This is very interesting to me, but since it's very rare, I have never taken the time to discover and maybe introduce something like this. I know that like very similar, not very similar, but like almost similar. Like sometimes there are company concept that's like, oh, okay, this 5 person, they're all from the same company, and I'm reporting their company. They like the company sent them to me, so we don't have a
Yeah.
company yet. This is also something that we are still discovering. That's like maybe it's handy to introduce on their clients' pages companies, and you can create alphabets and okay, here's like 300,000 employees of Alphabet that I'm coaching, right? That would be fantastic. Okay. So another thing to maybe the last one, I guess. Let me just quickly go. Okay, not the last one. Smart docs. Those are all repeating itself. So actually, again, the same look for smart documents and filtering capacities and sorting capacities. Okay. So why we are doing this? This is just to make design language consistent for all pages and new look, which is like more fresh. Probably there will be one more iteration. As far as I know, I talked to Anna about it, our product designer, and we will even make it better very soon. But this filtering and sorting, I think most important part here, other than like the design. So I think this is the last thing, is selecting lessons. Again, a wireframe, very wireframe. So this will be like this. You will have select lesson here. And when you click on it, you will have a search button where you can search all your courses and lessons by name. And let's say you search for a lesson A and we found this lesson A, 3 different courses, you will see as a result 3 different courses. Then you can get into details of this course. Please here, follow me, that we find that courses. You get into details, you just select your modules, lessons, and then you see here how many lessons you chose. Then when you click on it, it will just like dump these lessons into the course that you are creating. Okay. I think that's very, very straightforward. And Alexa, this is like what you are waiting for, as far as I understand. James, I saw your question. I will get back to you. Just like, let me check if I miss anything today's agenda. This is very small thing. So I think that's all. All right, that's final. So your question, this logic will be great for Smart Doc session 2.
Being able to
Oh, yeah.
copy sections
Yeah.
of Smart Docs to others.
I think that's very true, and I think it's after introducing this one, probably that will be the next thing that we will start thinking about. Yeah. Do you have any questions? If not, I have a question. So we are nowadays exploring new ways of like, I don't know how to put it. It's like very big discovery that we are doing, both for one-on-one and group coaching. We try to understand how this flows can be more more earthly. I don't know, no, more close to a real coach life cycle. So today we have something, we start with assumptions, etc., and we keep learning every day about coaches and their businesses, their practices. And this is never ending story for us. So, and nowadays we start to be curious about if there is a possibility that, oh, we can maybe make some big changes or introduce some big features that's like make us more close to coach's world and their way of doing business. One thing we are discovering is something we called for one-on-one is client portal. So this will be like, let's say you create a client and this will instantly create a portal for that client. You can invite or you don't have to invite. And this portal will have messaging, task management, smart docs, everything you will need as a coach. And then you can just like start if you like to, assigning a smart documents or assigning a course or just creating an event. And whenever you feel so, you can invite them inside, and they will get into upcoach and they will see the same client portal. Okay, that's one idea. So that means like you don't need a program to start working with a client for individuals. And then this take us to another stage that's like, oh, okay, this is also actually like we have this program designs. Okay, here. Let me just go one advanced one. I think I have somewhere, but okay, let me get back to here. So we have this program, right, which like welcome page and then different pages here. But when you coach group of people, we also know that, okay, you are presenting yourself and your program here. This is one job that you want to do. And the other one is you also want to coach. So you will need some time to, okay, now I will go to task management. I will start adding tasks. And then when I'm done, I will jump into assignments, right? And then I will do some other stuff, etc., etc. So my question is, so we think that's like, oh, maybe also in admin area there might be a space where I can just do coaching, but without seeing the program, structure, pages, etc. Just the tools that I need to. And then we think this might be also confusing for clients if this program takes too long. Okay, there's a design, there's a structure that makes sense, but I just want to resume my progress. Where were I? Last time I was watching a course. I don't want to see the welcome page again. I just want to jump into this one course I was working on, or I want to see tasks that I assigned to me. I just like spend some time my coaching. So how all this sounds to you? And if not, just it's okay. If somehow you can relate to, that's like, let's share with me freely, whatever you think.
So, Imre, would this be like the current dashboard that people, if it's enabled, they go into the dashboard and then there's everything from all of their different programs? Would it be more similar to that than a program where it's all kind of just right there, or how does
Yes.
that differ from a program?
Yeah, so it is like it's very similar idea with homepage, this dashboard homepage, but this will be more simpler than this one. Like very progress focused, I would say. Like no branding, no, like there will be of course your logo and stuff, but like no video, no welcome video, for example, or no image, no nothing. Like just like your tasks, your worksheets, your courses, that's it. Or whatever you have. And also messaging will be there. Like you can just communicate with your community or with your coach.
Yeah, I can see that as helpful. The one thing is like, what if we have, like I have a link to all of my clients since we're money coaches, that goes to their spreadsheet. How would that be? Like, how would we interact with that? Would we be able to add a block with a button, or all the blocks would just be not available?
I don't know yet. I just like this is just a thing that we are exploring. We don't know any strong opinion, or I think that's like it's gonna take another couple of weeks for us to fully understand. And so solution wise, actually, I try to talk about problems that you might have. Solution, like there might be millions of solutions. I just like curious if this is problematic for you, like running your coaching inside program. That's what I ask actually.
I think the problem that this solves is a lot of us have, well, at least for myself, I've got like 100 programs because every time I have a one-on-one client come in, I've got to recreate a new program. And so I do think it would be great to be able to kind of nix having to build a program specifically for that individual and just interact with that person's profile, adding a course to this person, adding smart docs, adding things specifically for that individual. I think that would be super helpful and give us an opportunity to clean up the program space for actual programs. If that does happen, I think one thing that has to get addressed and added is an archive button. So if we move people out of a one-on-one program we created and just put it in there, we can now archive that and have it go hide, but still maybe go and see it, because the list of my programs has gotten so long, it's hard to find what I'm looking for. So I do see that as a possibility. I think it'll take one step away, I guess, but I would still have to go through and kind of assign what I want to assign to them. And so I'm trying to think if that would be better or worse. I think from a cleaning up the program list, it would be better. But it might be good for us to be able to do some sort of template for, like, apply all of this to this person. So like anytime somebody comes into my one-on-one coaching, I already have, like, this is the course, these are the smart docs, kind of the automations you have before, and just boom, it's all set, we're good to go.
What do you think, like, how you would like to, this is admin area, like what we talk until now is like for admins, right? What your clients will see, what you like them to see, like the same lean design, or maybe the program that we have today.
Well, maybe we create a program template that is attached to the individual, and then whatever you add into that individual person, so you could still have the power of the all the blocks, but you're just creating a one-on-one template, and then you're interacting in the admin section and just applying what you want to that client, and then it automatically fills those sections. And so it still has the same look and feel, but you're not creating this long list of programs.
Thank you, James. Annalise or Alexa, do you guys have any
Well,
idea about that?
I wanted to say, I think in our case, we have the programs and all the courses, and then our clients are divided by tiers. So once we create their portal, we just add them to where the tier they belong to, and it's automatic. I don't know if that's what James was talking about, but I was thinking of something that I would like to change, is that we introduce them to the portal, and there they have on the menu, the squares on the left side of the screen below the home icon. They have courses and events and all that. And I would like to have that the courses, if they choose the icon from there and they go to courses, it's going to be different from the one in their portal. So I don't know how to make it possible that there is no difference. I mean, the courses are there because they are for everybody. But then I would like it to be like some connection, that when a specific client who already has their portal, they could access the courses, and that they are not separated. I don't know if I'm clear, but if they go to the courses, they start their course, whatever module, whatever lesson they are working on. And then if they go to their portal and they click on that lesson course, it's empty, because they started outside of their portal. They started on the courses. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but how
I
could we
think
make?
this sounds like strange to me. Can you create a ticket for this? Like a support ticket? So
Oh,
if you go to like this blue icon here, like if you click on it, you can just message us here. Maybe you did before. So
yeah, I have done that.
yeah,
I'm what the answer is, and
so you
Alexa,
can just like
do you have three different have you built like three different courses per the tier? And what you're
no,
saying, it's just
no,
one course.
the
Yeah.
course, all the courses and modules, and they live in the master area. Okay, so they are the courses. And then when there is a new client, depending on their tier, we add that client to the specific tier. And the courses automatically go to their portal. But the thing is that when they are introduced to how they can work on their portals and everything, they can click on that icon on the left, and it says courses, right? So they click there and they can check all the courses and start their courses, and it is somehow linked to them because it's them who are working. But if they go to their portal and they want to get to that same course module lesson, it's empty. They would have to, and even now when we are explaining to them what they have to do and how to navigate through their portals and everything, we tell them, if you start the course here and you want to see it in your portal, it's going to be a different one. So if you want them always in your portal, you have to start in your portal only. So
Alexa,
I don't know if
this sounds to me like a bug. Like this is not, that's why I said it's strange. So if you can create a ticket, and it would be awesome if you can record like a screen recording, like Loom or something, then let us investigate. Doesn't sound to me like something normal. Just so strange.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Any other answer to my question, like how upcoach can be more helpful or close to your
If I can dream big,
yes,
if
please.
something that I would love to have, and this is something that I'm struggling with, even with our CRM, is to have like okay, we have the, if I go to the clients part, I can see them and see if they are active or not. And now we have the new filters. But I would love to see it again. It's a big dream. I would love to see some sort of list, kind of like visually speaking, kind of like a sheet that would say like whoever person is part of this program has like this progress. If I could see the notes that we added there, that would be amazing. Like just kind of I don't know, some way to view them all and maybe even download that list. I don't know if we can do that now. I never tried, but have them like in a more similar to a sheet. Just have them there listed with all the info. That would be ideal, perfect.
So you want to see their progress? That means like reporting, like, and when would you need it? Like, for example, I will create
right
a report for managers, then I need this. Or when I want to encourage them to spend more time on the portal, so I need to see their progress, etc.
Yeah, because now I am the client manager. That's why this information is so important for me. But because right now, if I have to check on John Doe, I have to open their profile and then see how many calls they have attended, see how many tasks they have completed, and then if I could have, even if it's like in a much more simple way, but if I could have like, okay, name, and then calls attended like 5/9, let's say, and then tasks 100% completed or 5 missing or something like that. Because then I would have this in one way and I could see like just take a quick look and see like, okay, a lot of people have tasks missing instead of having to open each one and then see, okay, this person completed, this didn't, this. But again, like I said, I know this is not so simple. Like I said, this is a big dream, but as a person managing the clients, anything that helps us and like saves time, seeing a bunch of people, bunch of information at once, that's always helpful. So if anything that comes similar to that, I would like for sure.
Maybe we will surprise you very soon.
I hope so.
Yeah. Can I reach out if I need to hear more about this? Perfect. Thank you.
I'll leave my email here. I don't know if I think you have it anyway, but I'll leave it.
Not actually. I will just like check the intercom, but that will be awesome.
So it would be like also having like being able to export like to Excel, for instance, the lists and how they are in different programs or tiers. Or, oh yeah, that would be great.
How would you use it, Alexa? Like, when would you need it? Like, I check this and then I will do this. Or just before doing this, I need to check this. Like, I need a timeline. Like, when would you need
For
it?
for us
Both of you
particularly,
guys. Uh-huh.
for us particularly, like when we have the sale, and then okay, they buy into it, and then we have the other like the offboarding, let's say that they are offered the continuations. So when we are doing this, we need to build a full report of what they have implemented, calls they have attended, tasks missing, anything like call notes, everything there. So we have to build this report, and right now we have it manually. So we have a person that, I don't know if you can hear me, I'm so sorry about the noise. But we have a person that goes there and check all these pieces of information, and it takes us a while because we have to go to all these different places to collect it. So, and we have been having a bunch of clients, which is great. So we have to do this process a bunch of times throughout the day. So if we could have it all at one place, that would save us a lot of time. For us,
So
particularly,
now,
this is the main.
yeah.
For me,
So now I
myself,
will.
I check in on them and I have to ask like, okay, you are working on this, and this. And again, I talk to a bunch of people throughout the day. So that would be easier to have just one page and then go over all of them instead of having, okay, I'm going to talk to this person, open their CRM, this person, open, you know.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Alex, also you were saying something about reporting.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking how it would be a good option to be able to get the names and the tiers and the sorry. And well, the names and the tiers where they are, like, and their progress, because how active they are, because in this way it's not like we have to go individually or going like manually one by one and checking, but you have a spreadsheet and you can work faster on either reaching out, giving them feedback, or trying to see how they are doing or something. So it's always helpful to have a spreadsheet to.
And with a spreadsheet, you can use the filters, and then I can use like sort by, and then people who have 0% completed. I know these are the people I have to reach out first, for example.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Very, very insightful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anything else that can I help you with? Or I will end it here.
My dream feature, I've said this before, so you're probably gonna mute me, and that's fine. Is being able to have our our events and agendas and notes not associated within upcoach with a an event, but one like this is the next meeting, and then I could use my own scheduling software to then just put in a link, and that link would go to whatever the next available agenda is, and then I just work from there. So there you go.
Yeah. So I will ask the same question. I know the use case, but like, when would you need it? Like,
Last year.
No,
Yeah.
not this when, like a timeline wise. Oh, just before doing that, that's just like always create a friction, because even though I understand, but still like 5 years old questions, like why? Why would you need it? And when would you need it? After what? Before what? Like, think about it, a timeline. So you create a client, you just want to add your old notes, or you just create a client, you want to add
No.
notes on the fly, or?
So if I could, when I set up a client and then I assign an agenda to it, I can either say, yes, I want this to be attached to a date and time, or not. And if I say no, then it'll create, it would be great to create a persistent link that that link always goes to the latest agenda. And so when I have my clients set up their time in my scheduling software, then I can use that link, and that link will go to whatever the latest version of the agenda is. And then at the end of my time with them, I just say agenda complete. And then that makes the fresh one based off of whatever was there before. That way I can continue using my own scheduling software, and it doesn't matter how it interacts with UpCoach. They always have, like, because I always have them share their wins, so I could just in my email say, thanks for scheduling, make sure you go in and add your wins. And maybe 30 minutes before, it would say, hey, if you haven't added your wins, click here to do so now. And it'll always go to whatever the next agenda is. And then everything carries over from there into that.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All
It
right.
might
I took my notes. Mhm.
the explanation might sound confusing, but hopefully it makes
No, it's
sense.
not. It makes perfect sense to me. Like, that's just we always try to find the biggest use cases that's like gonna be
Yeah.
helpful, like common ones. I mean, so that's just doesn't sound very common, but makes perfect sense. Usually people like have a scheduler, and let's say you have a scheduler, it's public, one scenario, and someone find it out, willing to pay, book you. This will create an agenda automatically, which you predefine, and then they will add their notes from before the call, after the call, etc. That makes sense, like very common use case. Or someone bought from you like 5 sessions, and you just give them a scheduler that they can book 5 times in the next 3 months with a limitation. And each time they book you, it just like creates an agenda automatically, connect them together, etc. That makes sense too. So like there are like very different use cases. Yeah.
I mean, ideal. I was trying to find the easiest way to make it work, but the ideal scenario would be I have my scheduler. It creates I tie that to that individual, and it automatically creates the agenda with the time and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's the most ideal. I just thought in order to get there, you're going to have to connect like 20 different scheduling softwares, where
But
just
the thing
having
is
it.
like, maybe you know, I know you know, we also talk GQ about it. Like we will introduce our own scheduler, hopefully before the year end. So it will have the full capacity like Calendly or Acuity has. So I think then this will be very streamlined. Like someone book you, this will create, if this person is not a client yet, this will create a client automatically, and then event, and then an agenda. You don't have to do anything else, even though like we are also designing now some intake forms that like in between, if you like, you can turn them on, and then they will just answer these questions. This will appear inside their meeting notes, etc. All these details. We are now still discovering and designing, and we will probably start coding not before November, but I think most likely we will have it this year, and then we will talk again when it's done.
And then having reminder emails inside of that would be great.
Yeah. It's also part of the scheduler settings. You will able to set, hey, I want to send 2 reminders 5 minutes before, 1 day before, and you can just like customize them and stuff. So yeah, a lot to discover. It's like the biggest problem of humanity, this calendar management, notes management, agenda management. Like no one solved it for sure, like for good. So I hope we'll be closer one to the coaches' workflows. That's our goal, of course. Like, yeah.
But
So,
starting that, we likely won't have that by the beginning of next year, though, right?
Our goal is having it before the year end this year.
Okay.
Okay. The goal is like having it this year, but I don't know. Sometimes just like something get in between and just interrupt us. This is like uncertainties always happen. But other than that, the plan is having it at least the MVP, like the minimum version, before the year ends.
Okay. Let me know when you need an alpha tester.
I think we will need it. I know where you find you. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your time. Super helpful, and I hope it was also helpful for you too. And see you next month, if not before.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.